Hello? Is it working? Howdy. Welcome to the Tailgate. It's pretty fun. I'm really glad that everybody could be here to support our football team. We'll get there. I was asked by Mrs. Morgan in the middle of July to speak at the Tailgate. At first, I was wondering, why me? Why would somebody want me to speak at a community event like this? I was told the theme, and the theme is, you might not know, you might, I don't know, it's nothing is impossible. And it made sense to me why other people would want me to speak. It didn't make a lot of sense to me for me to speak. Because when I thought of the things that I've done, I didn't think of them as anything extra that I was doing. I only thought of them as things that I was already doing before and that I was obligated to do again. I always thought that I was capable of doing great things before, but I never really had any tests or anything to push me to the point where I could do those amazing things. As many of you know, and as you can clearly see, I'm missing my right leg. And it all stemmed from a football injury that that happened to me last year during a football game. My knee dislocated, an artery was severed, and I had emergency surgery, and the surgery did not work. But I lost my right leg, and now we're here. Since then, I've had to overcome a lot of different challenges. A lot of them were hard, a lot of them were not. One of the ones that I remember most vividly was coming home from the hospital. I was exhausted just going up the flight of my stairs, 10 steps high with crutches. I had to sleep in bed for 2 hours to regain the energy just to go back downstairs. I was exhausted from watching TV, and I think that only happens when I get old. So I was extremely frustrated that I couldn't even go to school, that I couldn't be with my friends, that I couldn't be surrounded by the people who were there for me most. I was frustrated that I couldn't play football. It wasn't my favorite sport, but at least I was still doing something instead of just laying in bed helplessly. It was also extremely hard for me to rely on others to do things that I always thought that I'd be able to do on my own. I don't know if Ethan Young is here, but last year, pretty much all year, I was on crutches. So every day at lunch, he carried my tray. Little things like that are the things that people appreciate. I went through 8 different surgeries, 27 days in the hospital, 9 months of PT, and it's all been worth it. Like, it's crazy. Sorry. One of my next biggest challenges was going to be ready enough for my prosthetic, my first one. I look forward to the date, December 17th, 2018. It was the first day that I walked into the prosthetic clinic and I received my first prosthetic. It was surreal. It was indescribable how crazy it was to walk for the first time in 4 months. I was so excited. I walked out of the clinic that day. I wanted to go run, but I was told I couldn't. That was frustrating. And I just wanted to walk. I just wanted to walk. But I was told that if I pushed myself too far, I'd suffer more consequences and that I would have something worse to deal with. And being a teenager, I didn't listen. So I was so excited that I pushed myself too far, and I opened up a wound on my scar line on my stomach. That's residual limb, if you want to say. And I was told that if it didn't heal, and it would take 1 to 3 months to heal, that I would have to have another surgery to heal the skin, so then it would not get infected and have to amputate further. It was extremely frustrating because not only could I not play football, but I would not be able to participate in speech because of this. So I had to be very vigilant in not being stupid. Only using my prosthetic when I strictly needed to. Gonna run out of time, that's perfect. And it was just overall very frustrating, but I was able to overcome it. I went to speech, state speech, with DJ, Josh, Danielle, and Ethan, and it was incredible. We had so much fun, I wouldn't replace it for anything ever. And then after that, my next thing was Scout Camp. I worked at Camp Laramie Peak near Wheatland, and it's my favorite place in the world. It was very hard for me the first couple days. I pushed myself too hard again, and I opened up another wound, and I had to go on crutches. The crutches in the mountains is far worse than crutches in Nebraska. I had rocks everywhere. It was extremely hard to move around, and the altitude. Luckily, I took it slow again, and I was able to stay up here. I came back, and everything just started to pile up with the things that I needed to do. In 1 week, I went to a golf tournament. In another week, I went to Illinois to an amputee sports camp where I met an amazing amount of people that proved that nothing was impossible. Many of you might have seen the video of the, for a lack of a better word, armless, a teenage boy who did a box jump. I was there at that camp where he did that. I watched that happen. It was incredible. The thing was that he wasn't the only person proving that. There were people without legs too, who were playing like basketball. I met a guy who tried out for the Dallas Cowboys with no legs. No legs. And he almost made it to the NFL. Always proving that nothing is impossible. And now, I guess I'm ready to end because I have to. So I just want to finish with, nothing is impossible. And it's because of our parents. Our parents are the people who are always right next to us, always supporting us, always giving what is best for us. While I was in the hospital, those 27 days, my mom never left my side. I'm gonna make her cry. I had to force her out of my room on her anniversary, which was yesterday, last year, to go have a dinner with my dad because she wanted to be by my side more than anything. She wanted to be there for me just because she was my mom, and that's freaking incredible. Parents are always going to be there. They're always going to be pushing us. They're always going to do what's best for us. I don't want to listen, but I should. So thank your parents. The last thing I'm going to say is that my biggest goal that I set in the hospital for doing the best thing that I could was to play basketball this year, my senior year, my last year. I worked hard, gone lazy, worked hard again, and I'm on track to be able to play the first weekend of December at the Bayer Tournament. So, okay, on 3 we're gonna say, let's go Warriors. 1, 2, 3. Let's go Warriors! Later.